Car number 20, that's David Schilling. On the outside of Easton, Connecticut in the 7S, that is Michael Sabia. 25th on the grid in the 4, you'll find Cody Clark. And on the outside will be the 20 junior of Matt Pappa. He'll start 26th. 27th in the 32C will be Tim Hartman Jr. The 88 of John Miller will start 28th. Billy Gray in the 30 will start 29th. John Miller in the 12 will start 30th. And shotgun on the field in the 15 machine will be Floyd Billington. There you have it, your starting grid for tonight's Clash of Champions. Race number 6 on the King of Dirt Series. Here for the Sportsman division in the 2015 season. As Joe Chris with the clenched green flag in hand. Fonda Speedway pace truck going to make its way into the infield off by turn number 3 and 4. Kurtis Hohensheldt, Nick Anatriello going to make their way off the corner. And ladies and gentlemen, green flag is out. The Clash of Champions is underway. Down the front stretch they ride, winning the drag race up into turn number 1 and 2 will be the 26 of Aaron Burton, as he will be your race leader off the corner. Rocky Warner gets caught in a little bit of a jingle, losing a little bit of progress down the back straightaway, as Chris Kurtis right there looking to hold on to the number 4 spot. Cars shuffling a little bit as Mark Mortensen gets caught up on the high side. They'll bring it around as a car goes around in turn number 4. A couple of cars down there, as it looks like they're right together, as that will bring yellow on the speedway with 1 in the books. Down here in front, he'll get it back rolling in that Kohler Motorsports entry, the 10%. Well, he's going to say go as they come off at turn number 4 this time by, as we look to continue this Clash of Champions King of Dirt Series event. Fonda Speedway pace truck will make its way into the infield as the 54 of Kurtis Hohensheldt going to fire in between the two banners, and we go back to green flag racing here once again as they drag race down the front straightaway. Up through turn number 1 and 2, Kurtis Hohensheldt going to come out with the race lead this time off by turn number 2 as the 7 of Bublak going to be right there. Aaron Burton on the outside looking to make a bid for the runner-up spot as they come through turn number 3 and 4 for the first time. Rocky Warner slides up in front of Chris Kurtis. That's going to open the door underneath as here comes the 24 of Brian Pessolano down the front straightaway. He'll take the number 4 spot. That time Aaron Burton getting by Robert Bublak, but clipped the left front off the implement tires in turn number 1. But he'll keep the momentum rolling here as he will be your new second place man, getting by Bublak for the position. Come off the corner with Kurtis Hohensheldt holding on to the race lead as they barrel down the front straightaway. Here's Dave Constantino to the outside of Rocky Warner, looking to crack the top 5 here for the first time tonight. Warner looking to battle back, and in front of them, Brian Pessolano making a bid for the number 3 spot. He'll drive underneath the 7 of Bublak and take that away. He'll be your new third place man early in the event. Chad Edwards side by side with Chris Kurtis as they sit in spots number 7 and 8 coming down the front straightaway. Derrick McGrew and Mark Mortensen right behind them, as well as Mark Mortensen going to ride it up on the top side. Same thing Dave Constantino's doing as he gets out front of the 1J of Rocky Warner. Now Mark Mortensen going to take it 3 wide with Chris Kurtis and Chad Edwards into turn number 3 and 4. They'll bring it down the front straightaway, and Mark Mortensen with a big jump as he now, as they cross the line, goes to spot number 7. Field starting to bunch up front, though, as the top 3 right together. Kurtis Hohensheldt has Aaron Burton right on the back bumper. Here's Burton to the inside as they barrel through turn number 3 and 4. They're side by side for the race lead. Drag racing down the front straightaway. At the line, it's Kurtis Hohensheldt. Burton still looking to power to the inside lane as they still ride together off of turn number 2. Down the back stretch they go. Pessolano gets into the back bumper of Burton. He'll go to the high side of Burton with John Miller directly in front of your leaders. This may jumble some things as cars get together up in turn number 1. That's the 21L of Alissa Cody, and that's going to bring yellow out onto the speedway with 5 laps in the books. So the 21L, the JL seal coating entry of Burn, New York's Alissa Cody. The reason for the caution up in between turn number 1 and 2 with 5 laps completed on the Recovery Sports Grill scoreboard. Already up from 8th to the number 5 spot. And Brian Pessolano, of course, as well. Going from 7th to 3rd in just these first 5 laps in a couple of the final event of the King of Dirt Series. Pace truck will make its way into the infield. Here's Kurtis Hohensheldt looking to fire off at turn number 3 and 4. We're back to green flag racing. 25 laps remaining. Cars go 3 wide down the front stretch as Bublak goes way to the top side, and Rocky Warner got a great jump off the restart that time as he moves into the number 3 spot as they come down the back straightaway. Cars shuffling out as they make their way into turn number 3 and 4. Constantino on the move, getting by the 7 of Bublak for position. He'll slide up and take the number 4 spot away. Pessolano looking to fire underneath Bublak as well. He'll take spot number 5. Meanwhile, battle for the number 2 spot right in front as here's Rocky Warner to the inside of Aaron Burton trying to dig for that position, but that will shake out single file down the back straightaway. Constantino now goes underneath Rocky Warner, drives right by him. Here's Warner looking to cross over underneath him off at turn number 4. They're side-by-side track racing to the line. Too close to call that time. They'll give it to Constantino on the transponder sheet. Now Burton gets a little out of shape right in front of both of them. They'll split them going 3 wide down the backstretch. Here's the 79 of Constantino to the inside as Yellow comes out onto the speedway once again. For the 88 of John Miller up in turn number 3. That's going to be the reason for the caution here with 7 completed on the Recovery Sports Grill scoreboard. Restart as took a couple of corners the last couple times for Constantino to really get going, but as soon as he got the momentum rolling, he was one of the fastest cars on the racing surface. And Rocky Warner with a great jump. He moves up into the number 4 spot. Was up to 3rd right away. We'll see if he can do anything here as Kurtis Hohensheldt still anchoring this field at the front with just 7 completed. Kurtis Hohensheldt going to refire once again off of the corner as they play a little bumper tag behind him off it. Here they bring it down the front straightaway as the green flag comes back out. Rocky Warner going to look to split between Burton and Hohensheldt up and into turn number 1 and 2 as they come off the corner. Rocky Warner going to be your new second place man. Here's Bublak ducking underneath Burton for the number 3 spot. Constantino going to look to follow as now the battle for the race lead going to take control. Up at turn number 4, Rocky Warner ducks underneath Hohensheldt as they come down the front stretch, but Hohensheldt still holds on to it here as they click off lap number 8. Warner that time clipped the inside barrier, lost a little bit of momentum, and now Aaron Burton looks to battle along with Dave Constantino down the back straightaway as they're side-by-side for the number 4 spot. Into turn number 3 and 4 they ride. Here's Constantino going to slide back in front of the 26 of Burton for the position as they come down the front straightaway. Here's Rocky Warner back at the front with the momentum. New race leader up at turn number 2. The Flying Squirrel has gone to the front. Rocky Warner looking to put an exclamation point on the 2015 series and looking for win number 23 of the season overall if he can pick up the win here tonight. And as they come to the 1/3 mark, he's going to be your race leader. Hohensheldt not being able to sit still for too long, though, as here's Bublak right behind him, less than a car length away as they head down the back straightaway. As Bublak continues to sit 3rd, 4th is Dave Constantino, and rounding out your top 5 as they bring it off at turn number 4. Once again, it'll be the 24 of Brian Pessolano. Cody Clark going to sit in spot number 6 now. 7th, Aaron Burton. 8th is Jeremy Pitts. 9th, Chris Kurtis. And rounding out your top 10 is Mark Mortensen. Cody Clark up to the number 6 spot. He started all the way back in 25th in this feature event. As now Clark going to wing it up on the top side to get by Burton as he continues to make his way up through the field. Hohensheldt starting to fall back a little bit as he has dropped back to the number 5 spot here off of turn number 2, as now the 24 of Pessolano has gotten by him as Rocky starts to get ahead of the field as he's going to bring it off the corner this time to click off lap number 13 with a half a straightaway advantage over Robert Bublak. Dave Constantino to the outside lanes, trying to run down the DKM fabrication. Car number 7 of Robert Bublak off at turn number 2. He'll look to pull up on the back bumper down the backstretch. He'll drive it in even deeper off at turn number 3 and 4 as Constantino keeps the momentum riding off of turn number 4. He'll be your new second place man as they come down the front straightaway. Here just one lap shy of the halfway point. Bublak going to look to battle back on the inside lane as they come off at turn number 2, but Constantino going to get away by about 5 car lengths down the backstretch as Rocky Warner this time by. We'll see cross flags from Joey Chris. 15 are in, 15 remain for the Flying Squirrel as he keeps this one going here with 15 laps remaining. He starts to approach the 15 of Floyd Billington down the back straightaway. He'll get by him as the car starting to shake out single file. Jeremy Pitts now working on the 54 of Hohensheldt right there, along with the 1 of Mortensen right behind him as they come through turn number 3 and 4 this time. Pitts will get by him for the number 7 spot down the front straightaway. Jeremy Pitts in this event started all the way back in 18th, so guys who started towards the tail end of the field really starting to make their charge into the top 5. As we mentioned, Cody Clark, who started 25th on the grid, into the top 5 here with 17 gone this time. Rocky Warner going to see some heavier lap traffic, and you can bet Dave Constantino right behind him is going to look to try to make this one interesting before it's all said and done. Constantino rides up on the outside lane, looking to cut the deficit off from him as they come down to the line this time. They are going to be separated by just 1.4 seconds on the grid, as now 0.3 of a second was cut from the deficit from first to second that last time by. Warner about to approach the 10 of Havlicek, the 10% that is off of turn number 4, as here comes the 79 of Constantino looking to close the gap again. That time by, he cuts almost 0.2 as Dave Constantino definitely faster than Rocky Warner, but the traffic may have something to do with it here. And next time by, they'll have 20 gone and just 10 laps remaining. Warner going to drive it around the outside off the corner. He'll click off lap number 20 this time by. 20 are in, 10 remain now for the 1J of Rocky Warner. But Dave Constantino really starting to reel him in down the back straightaway. As now Rocky Warner this time, now he's going to see Constantino pull up on the outside of him. Dave Constantino with a lot of momentum that time rides his way up through turn number 2. He'll be your new race leader as Constantino now has gone to the front. Dave Constantino that time going to take the race lead up into turn number 1 and 2. He'll get by Michael Sabia and put a car between himself and second place man Rocky Warner, opening up the gap to almost a half a second here with just 8 laps remaining. Constantino holds on. Here's Warner right there in the number 2 spot. Bublak still sitting in 3rd. 4th is Brian Pessolano. Cody Clark holding on to the number 5 spot. Aaron Burton sits 6th. Jeremy Pitts 7th. 8th, Mark Mortensen 9th. Cody Bleau. And rounding out your top 10 now is the 09 of Connor Cleveland. Cars slowing up in turn number 2. That is the 15 of Floyd Billington, and that's going to bring yellow out on the speedway with just 7 laps to go. Stops on the back straightaway, the 38 of Scarborough. Something goes amiss with that and lays down a bunch of fluid here on the inside of turn number 1. As Scarborough, one half of the Brandon Banditos, of course, the second generation driver out of the Green Mountain State, of course, John Scarborough. their father who... So white flag coming out on the speedway right here. 8 laps remaining here in the King of Dirt Series season and the Sportsman here tonight. Of course, one more Sportsman feature event that'll be run at the end of the night tomorrow night, the makeup from last Saturday night's events here at the Fonda Speedway. So it won't be the final time the Sportsman will be on the Speedway, but this will be the final 8 laps of Sportsman competition here tonight as the Morris Auto Group pace truck going to make its way into the infield. Dave Constantino and Rocky Warner going to put on a show here in these final 8 laps as they'll bring it through turn number 3 and 4. Joey Chris going to throw the green, and we're back underway. They drag race down the front straightaway up into turn number 1 and 2. Here's the 79. Constantino looking to make a bid, and now the 1J Warner on the outside will nose out ahead down the backstretch. They're side by side as they'll bring it into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes on the inside Constantino. Warner going to grab the momentum off the corner. He'll take the position outright as cars get together up in turn number 3. That's Michael Sabia and the 12 of John Miller. As Rocky Warner back out front in this one as your race leader, but as they head down the back straightaway, Joey Chris forced to throw in the yellow once again for the 7 of Michael Sabia up there in turn number 3, as that will bring out the caution here with just 7 to go once again. Sabia, the driver out of Easton, Connecticut, did pick up a King of Dirt Sportsman Series victory on the season all the way back on August 25th of this year when he took home the Mr. Crate Track USA event down at the Lebanon Valley Speedway, a regular down at Lebanon Valley, and does dabble the Speedway now. We'll go back to green flag racing next time by. 23 completed on the Recovery Sports Grill scoreboard up in turn number 1. As Rocky Warner choosing the outside lane here in this one. As remember, double file restarts through all 30 laps. That is the way we do it here on the King of Dirt Series. As the Morris Auto Group pace truck going to make its way into the infield once again. Billy Gray going to make its pull off of the speedway as he will enter the pit area into turn number 3 and 4. And as that happens, Rocky Warner and Dave Constantino will go back at it again off the corner. Green flag back out on the speedway here with just 7 to go. Up through turn number 1 and 2 they go. Dave Constantino slides up in front of him. Here's Warner looking to cross over down the back straightaway. They'll make their way down into turn number 3 and 4. Warner will nose back out ahead. Constantino looking to keep the momentum on the outside, but Rocky will slide up and take the lane away as he clicks off lap number 24. Rocky Warner back out to the front of this one as now Constantino going to be right in his tracks trying to gain some ground on him. Meanwhile, the battle for third heats up as here is Brian Pessolano looking to go side by side with Robert Bublak to get on the podium here in this one. As Bublak to the outside, going to try to fend him off. He'll drag race down here with just 5 to go, and he'll keep that number 3 spot. But Cody Clark going to be lurking right behind him, looking for the number 4 spot as he tries to dive underneath the 24 of Pessolano. Top 5 have broken away a little bit from the rest of the field. Rocky Warner out to about a 10-car length advantage as a car slows up in turn number 3 and 4. That is the 1M of Mark Mortensen. As he goes even slower as he will come to a stop in between turn number 3 and 4, and that's going to bring the caution out with just 4 laps remaining.
All of a sudden, Rocky's throwing another gear. Yeah.
On it by picking up the victory here tonight. He's got Dave Constantino on his inside. Constantino coming into tonight, a 4-time winner here at the Speedway in the season, along with Rocky Warner. As both of them looking to pick up tonight's Sportsman feature event, and in 4 short laps, we will figure out who will be heading to Checkerboard Square here in this one. Pace truck going to make its way into turn number 3 and 4, the entrance into turn number 3 and 4, that is. As Warner will fire off the corner, green flag back out, 4 laps remaining, we're back underway. Up through turn number 1 and 2 they go. Rocky Warner will get the advantage on the outside lane once again as they head down the back straightaway. Constantino still rides in second. Third now is Robert Bublak. Here's Jeremy Pitts looking to crack the top 5 as he dives underneath Brian Pessolano for the number 5 spot off the corner. They'll carry it off as Warner will be your race leader. Constantino still sitting in the number 2 spot. Bublak in third. Here's Cody Clark looking to make a bid for the number 3 spot as they head up into turn number 2. Bublak too strong that time, but Cody Clark with a great showing trying to take that spot away. Parallel flags coming into the hands of Joey Chris this time. 2 laps to go for Rocky Warner. Warner brings it down the front straightaway here at the 2 to go sign as he looks to hold off Constantino once again. Constantino really has to dig in here with a lap and a half to go if he wants to get by Warner and get his momentum rolling. Cody Clark now successfully up into the number 4 spot. Here's the 27 of Pitch trying to get by Pessolano as they come to the white flag this time by. 1 lap to go for Rocky Warner. Warner up into turn number 1 and 2. Will lead him up on the outside lane. He'll look to pull away from him a little bit down the max straightaway. Final time into turn number 3 and 4 for the 23rd time in 2015. Rocky Warner picks up a feature event victory and puts the exclamation point on the King of Dirt Series with the win. Second will be Dave Constantino. Third, Robert Bublak Jr. Fourth, Cody Clark. And Brian Pessolano will round out your top 5. Well, Rocky Warner making his way down here into Checkerboard Square. Here for tonight, his 3rd win on the season in King of Dirt action, 23rd victory overall. And ladies and gentlemen, up out of the winner of tonight's Clash of Champions, the driver of the Jake's Breakers Used Cars, car number 1J of Rocky Warner, also your 2015 King of Dirt champion. Rocky, I talked to you before the night got started tonight, and you said you wanted to put an exclamation point on this King of Dirt series with a victory, and boy, did you ever. What a great drive out there for you picking up the win.
Yeah, I tell you, my whole plan was, and I hate playing it, and obviously it backfired again, but I wanted to save tires for the first 15 laps, because I didn't think a 300 would make it the whole way. And these guys got playing dirty pool, doing slide jobs early on. We had to master the game.
Now, one big thing tonight, of course, a couple of restarts with you and Dave towards the end of that one. It had to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. He kind of, I think the throttle stuck on him a couple of times going into turn 1, and he came out the track in front of us, and we did cut it back down the bottom and took the lead back. But yeah, it was a good race, and it's mostly clean, and can't ask for much more than that.
Now, looking at the whole series as a whole, 3 wins on the series this year, a couple of big ones as well. And congratulations, my friend, on the 2015 King of Dirt Series Championship.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I tell you, it's tough, you know what I mean? These 3 local tracks have a lot of talent, A lot of these guys don't travel out west to see what it's about, but there's a lot of talent here in these 3 local tracks, and a lot of people don't realize it. But, hats off to everybody who ran a good, clean series, and a lot of fun.
Got to have a lot of people you'd like to thank as well for getting you here for the 23rd win of the 2015 season.
I told you that earlier, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, no, Jake and Nancy give me absolutely awesome equipment, you know what I mean? Whatever we need, we ask for it, we get it. You can't ask for much more than that. All my sponsors, Fox Shocks, Fastline Performance, Dirt Track Digest, let's see, LT's Ice, Wendy's, Calic Recovery, I don't know, there's a bunch of my team, you know what I mean? My family, my team. Happy birthday to my boy.
All right, Rocky, congratulations again. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of tonight's Clash of Champions feature event and the 2015 King of Dirt Series champion, the driver of the 1J of Rocky Warner. I'm going to step over now and talk to our second place finisher tonight, the driver of the West End Towing, car number 79, Dave Constantino. Dave, a great run out there tonight, unfortunately coming home in the second place finish.
Yeah, we just couldn't catch things to go our way tonight. I feel like I passed that car about 7 times tonight. I just couldn't get it past the right time.
Now, you really had a great run in lap traffic, almost like it came out of nowhere. You were about 1.3 seconds behind, then all of a sudden you were in the lead.
Yeah, then I hit the front stretch wall pretty hard, and I kind of think I messed up the right rear a little bit.
Got to have a lot of people you'd like to thank on getting you here for the second place finish tonight.
Yeah, I got to thank Ray for putting me in this awesome race car. This is pretty fun. It's fast.
All right, Dave, congratulations. Dave Constantino picking up second. We'll talk to our third place finisher as well, Robert Bublak. Rob, a great run in a car you're not really used to out here tonight.
No. Dave, he finished right in front of me, and he loaned me the car, and we're going to have fun tonight. I mean, I haven't been back here in a while, and I love it here, so I'm happy to be back at home.
Got to have a lot of people you'd like to thank on the third place finish as well.
Dave, pretty much. That's it. And my guys that worked on the car. I mean, like I said, he gave me the opportunity to drive for him, and we're taking it out to Weed Sport here in a couple weeks, and we're going to run some satellite shows. So at least we nailed down a car that David built as well.
All right, Rob, congratulations. Robert Bublak, your third place finisher here tonight. Once again, congratulations to Rocky Warner on the win and the King of Dirt Series victory. That's all we're going to have down here trackside. We'll send it back up top to Toby and Jim.
Thanks, Mike. We're just a few minutes away from the next event on our schedule, and that's our non-winners race for the Dirt Car Modifieds, the Ultimate Underdog event. Remember, we'll be back in action here tomorrow afternoon at 6 p.m. with the return of the Super Dirt Car Series for the Big Block Modifieds. The annual Mohawk Valley 100 laps for the Super Dirt Car Series will be on tap, along with the Hondo Classic Dirt Car Pro Stock Series event, the 10th annual Hondo Classic, and the held over 20-lap Sportsman event from last Saturday night. No new drivers will be allowed to start the Sportsman event tomorrow night. It's only going to be open to those who were originally scheduled for it last Saturday night. And those drivers who were involved in that massive front stretch wreck will be allowed to restart the race.
Well, things just about set to go out here. Is this underdog special, I guess the best way to describe it. Brian Berger is number 60, starts on the pole. Pep Karate's 21P on the outside of the front row. Danny Varon in the 93. Boy, he was good in the qualifying. He'll go third. Justin Bowler in the X15 will start fourth. Jesse Mueller's 19 will start fifth. Brian Gleason in the number 6 starting spot with the 14G. Donnie Ronca starts 7th in the 7. Rob Pitcher starts 8th in the 17P. Starting 9th, A.J. Romano in the 16. Starting 10th, Jason Harrington's 1H. 11th goes to Hot Shoe Holmes in the 71. Bodie Bellinger's 18B starts in 12th. Starting 13th.